You've seen it. The manager who can't use Excel leading a data team, the executive who has no idea how the product works deciding its future. And every time you think, how did they get here? How does someone so out of their depth end up in charge? For most of your life, you believed a simple story, that competence rises, that the people who know what they're doing naturally float to the top. It's a comforting thought, but history tells a different story. 2,000 years of civilization reveal one constant pattern. Incompetent people consistently end up in power, not by accident, always. And the reason will change how you see every organization you're a part of. The problem started the moment we needed someone to stand at the front. In early human societies, leadership was simple. The strongest hunter led the hunt. Competence was visible, immediate. But as societies grew, leadership became less about direct skill and more about symbolic authority. A king didn't need to be the wisest strategist. He needed to be born into the right family. This created a permanent gap between competence and authority, a gap that has never closed. Sociologists call this the Peter Principle. In any hierarchy, people rise to their level of incompetence. You're a great salesman, so you become a manager. But management is a different skill. You succeed there, so you become a director. At each step, you're rewarded for competence in your previous role, not preparation for your next. Eventually, you reach a position where you no longer know what you're doing, and there you stay. But here's the key insight. This isn't a failure. It's how the system is designed. Organizations don't promote to maximize skill, they promote to fill roles. And when a company needs a new CEO, they don't search the world for the most brilliant person. They look at internal candidates who fit the culture, who won't disrupt things too much. Familiarity beats brilliance. Loyalty beats expertise. The person who rises is rarely the most qualified. They are the most acceptable. But there's something deeper happening. Incompetent leaders serve a hidden function. They stabilize the system. Imagine a company led by a true genius, someone who wants to tear everything down and rebuild it better. What happens? Chaos, fear, resistance. The organization fractures. Now, imagine a leader who just keeps things running, who makes safe decisions, who doesn't rock the boat. The result? Stability, predictability. The organization survives. It may not thrive, but it doesn't collapse. For most systems, survival is the priority, not excellence. This is the uncomfortable truth. Incompetent leaders act as shock absorbers. They slow down change. They keep the collective from tearing itself apart. You see this everywhere. The mediocre executive gets promoted because they won't threaten the status quo. These people frustrate you because you see their incompetence, but the system doesn't care what you see. The system cares what the majority feels. And the majority feels safer with someone familiar than someone exceptional. So this creates a self-reinforcing cycle. The truly competent people often don't want anything to do with power. The engineer who could revolutionize the product doesn't want to spend her days managing egos, so they step aside, letting someone else take the spotlight, someone who enjoys the performance. But here's the final twist. Many of these incompetent leaders are not truly in control. They are figureheads, symbols placed at the front while others pull the strings. Think about it. An incompetent leader is easier to control. They become dependent on advisors, on the board, on the system itself. They are a vessel, a face for decisions made behind closed doors, a shield absorbing criticism while the real architects stay hidden. When they fail, you can replace them and pretend the problem is fixed, but the system never changes, only the face does. So when you see incompetence in power, you are not witnessing a failure, you are witnessing a function. A system that prioritizes stability over excellence and control over competence. Power was never a meritocracy, it's a performance, and the best performers are rarely the most qualified. They are the ones most willing to play the role society needs them to play. So the next time you see incompetence in power, ask yourself, are they really the problem, or are they simply the symptom of a system that will always choose comfort over capability? And if it is the system, then the real question is, who benefits from keeping them in place?